Are you thinking about selling your home here in Austin, Texas? Or maybe your home is already sitting on the market and you're wondering why it hasn't sold yet? In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the June market update using the actual data from the Austin market so you get a real picture of where things stand, whether you're a seller, a buyer, or a renter. And I'm going to go city by city because the headline number for Austin does not tell you what's happening on your street. These areas are moving in completely different directions right now. Before we jump in, my name is William Zhang. I'm a real estate agent right here in Austin, Texas. If you're thinking about selling, or you just want to know what your home is worth in today's market, use the link down below to get access to a free AI-driven market update tool. You plug in your home, and every single month it sends you a personalized update on exactly how the market is doing in your specific neighborhood. It's completely free, and honestly, it's one of the best tools I've invested in for my clients. All right, let's get into the numbers. Let's start with the big picture, the entire Austin, Round Rock, San Marcos metro. And this month, I've actually got some good news for you. The median sales price across the whole metro is about $450,000, and that is up almost 2% from a year ago. Closed sales are up 8%, and total dollar volume is up almost 14%. So after a long stretch where prices were sliding, the metro just flipped positive. That's a real shift, and it's the first one we've seen in a while. Now, there are still about 14,600 active listings out there, and more than 5,000 new listings hit the market in June alone. So this is still a very competitive market if you're selling. Homes are closing at about 94% of list price, which means if you list at $1 million, you're realistically selling around $940,000, and the average home is taking about 66 days to sell. So the demand is coming back, but buyers still have a ton of options, and your home has to be the one they pick. Now let's zoom into Austin proper, the actual city of Austin. Median price here is around $575,000, up almost 5% from last year, with closed sales up 12%. That's 927 homes sold in just 1 month, and dollar volume up 14.5%. So the city center is strong right now. We're seeing that shift where people are moving back into Austin proper instead of pushing further out into the suburbs. You got about 4,200 active listings, homes closing at 95% of asking, and about 51 days on market, which is meaningfully faster than the metro overall. If you're selling in the city, you're in one of the better spots right now. Next up, Bastrop, out toward East Austin. Only 22 homes closed here in June, so this is still a low volume area. Now that number is actually double what it was a year ago, which sounds great, but when you're going from about 10 sales to 22, don't read too much into the percentage. The median is around $330,000, down about 11%, and price per square foot is down 18%. That's a real drop. That's not just a mixed thing. Homes are taking about 87 days to sell and closing at around 94% of lists. So if you're selling in Bastrop, be realistic, price it right from day one, and expect it to sit for a while. Cedar Park. Man, I love Cedar Park, and this month it's one of the strongest areas on the whole list. Median price is around $550,000, up 10% from last year, with closed sales up 28%. Real estate is all about location, and Cedar Park is that location everybody wants to move to. Great school district, super convenient, close to all the big tech campuses, and the numbers reflect it. Homes are closing at 96% of asking in just 44 days. And there's only 3.9 months of inventory, which is firmly a seller's market. If you're thinking about selling in Cedar Park, this is a fantastic time. Let's talk Dripping Springs, out in that southwest Austin area. Median is around $559,000, and that's down about 10% from last year. But look at the volume out there. 350 homes closed, up 19%, with only 4 months of inventory and 54 days on market. Homes are closing at 95% of lists. So the median came down, but the demand is real and it's growing. I've got a lot of buyer clients who want that area, and the more affluent buyers out there tend to have more financial stability, more assets, so they're more likely to actually close. If you're selling in Dripping Springs, it's a good market. Georgetown. Now this one surprised me. For a while, Georgetown was getting hammered by new construction. All these builders coming in with incentives, pulling prices down. This month, the median is around $430,000 and it's up almost 8%, with price per square foot up 3% and dollar volume up 30%. So Georgetown is absorbing all that new construction and still pushing prices higher. 124 homes sold, 4.9 months of inventory, closing at 95% of lists in about 62 days. That's a healthy, balanced market. And honestly, it's holding up better than I expected. Hutto. I still think Hutto is going to be one of the next hot growth areas out here. The numbers this month are mixed though. Median is around $303,000, down about 10%, and closed sales are down 17%. But here's the interesting part. Inventory is only 3.8 months, which is the tightest in the entire metro. The catch is homes are taking 88 days to sell and only closing at 92% of lists. So there isn't much supply out there, but buyers are being picky and negotiating hard when they do come. If you're selling in Hutto, your price matters a lot right now. I still get the vibe from a lot of my clients that they want to buy out there for the growth potential. So keep an eye on it. Jonestown. This is up west of Cedar Park, above the Lake Travis area. Median is around $675,000, up almost 5%, but only 11 homes sold. So take these numbers with a grain of salt at that kind of volume. Here's the number that actually matters. 11.9 months of inventory. That is the highest in the metro by a mile, and that's a deep buyer's market. Homes are moving in about 59 days when they do sell, which isn't bad at all. It's a good area, and honestly, I still don't fully understand why more people don't want to live out there. Maybe they'd rather be in Lakeway or down towards Spicewood. I think Jonestown will have its time, but right now, if you're buying out there, you've got a lot of leverage. Lago Vista. If a buyer is choosing between Jonestown and Lago Vista, most of them much prefer Lago Vista. Median here is around $380,000, down 20% from a year ago, which looks brutal on paper. But look a little closer. Price per square foot is actually up 9%. So what's really happening is smaller homes are trading out there, and that drags the median down. Prices themselves are not falling 20%. There's about 7.8 months of inventory and 74 days on market. So it's still competitive for sellers. If you're listing in Lago Vista, expect it to sit a bit. This is also where a lot of my retired clients end up when they want that country or lake lifestyle. Lakeway. These are your $1 million plus homes, and Lakeway is having a good month. Median is around $748,000, down about 5%, but closed sales are up almost 44% and dollar volume is up 23%. There's about 6.9 months of inventory. Homes take around 52 days, and they're closing at over 95% of lists, which is strong for that price point. Given where these homes sit price-wise, that's a healthy, balanced market. Just know that if you're selling up here, the buyer is going to negotiate hard. That's kind of expected at this level. Leander, another hotbed, and it is still all about new construction. I've sold 2 or 3 homes out there recently, and every single one was new construction. The builder incentives are just way too competitive. The median is down 16% at around $440,000, but closed sales are actually up 7%. And here's what I'm seeing everywhere. Buyers going new construction in Leander and in Georgetown because the builder interest rate buydowns just make way more financial sense, and the new homes look great compared to a lot of the resale stuff out there. Price per square foot is down 5%, so there is some genuine softening. It's not all mixed. There's 5.3 months of inventory, 68 days on market, and homes closing at 94% of lists. So if you're selling a resale home in Leander, you have got to be honest with yourself about what your home can offer that a brand new build can't, and you got to be sharp on your price. Liberty Hill. Big sales numbers out here. 111 homes closed, up 32% from last year, and dollar volume up 31%. Median is around $515,000, basically flat. But make no mistake, this is a buyer's market. There's 6 months of inventory. Homes are taking 102 days to sell. That's the longest in the entire metro. And they're closing at only 92% of lists. From my clientele, a lot of folks who look at Liberty Hill end up choosing Georgetown or Leander instead. And the more retired buyers looking for that country or lakeside lifestyle tend to head toward Lago Vista or Lakeway. So homes just move slower out here, price accordingly. Manor. Manor is having a tough stretch, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Only 19 homes closed. That's down 44% from last year, with dollar volume down 50%. Median is around $270,000, down 14%, and price per square foot is down 13%. About 6.3 months of inventory and 87 days on market. From what I'm seeing, a lot of investors are buying out in Manor rather than owner occupants. So if you're listing here, I would lean into pitching it as an investment opportunity because that's where the demand actually is. Pflugerville. All right, I love Pflugerville. I live in Pflugerville, so I see this market up close every single day, and it's still a really healthy one. You've got convenient access, good school district, and a nice balance of new construction, resale homes, and affordability. Median is around $388,000, down about 6%, but closed sales are up 13%, and homes are closing at 95% of lists. About 60 days on market, and here's the number I care about most, 4.8 months of inventory. That is a balanced, healthy marketplace. Pflugerville is doing just fine. Round Rock. Now, I always say location, location, location about Round Rock, and I want to be straight with you about this month's number because at first glance it looks confusing. The median is around $380,000, and that is down 13.5% from last year. But closed sales are up 27%, and dollar volume is up almost 16%. So more homes are selling out there, and more total money is moving through. What's actually happening is the mix shifted, more affordable homes are trading, and that pulls the median down. Price per square foot is down about 6%. So there is some real softening, but nothing close to 13%. And then look at the health numbers, 4.1 months of inventory, 59 days on market, closing at 94.5% of lists. That is still a seller's leaning market. So location, location, location absolutely still holds in Round Rock. The demand is there. It's just that the price point that's moving has come down. And finally, Westlake Hills. Let's see how the ultra rich of Austin are doing. Median sales price is around $3.1 million, up 11.5%, but only 3 homes closed last month. So please take that with a huge grain of salt because at that volume, the percentages swing wildly month to month. What I would actually point out is that homes sold in about 40 days and closed at 94.5% of lists, which is a lot healthier than it was earlier this year. And there's only 18 active listings out there. So the ultra luxury market is thin, but it is moving. So there you have it. The full June breakdown of the Austin market, city by city. The big takeaway this month is that the metro turned positive, prices are up, sales are up, and volume is up. But look at that spread. Cedar Park is up 10%, while Lago Vista's median is down 20%. Georgetown is up 8%, while Round Rock's median is down 13.5%. 2 of those are 20 minutes apart. That's exactly why the headline Austin number tells you almost nothing about your specific home. If you want to know exactly how the market is doing in your neighborhood, get that free AI-driven monthly market update using the link down below. Plug in your address and it'll keep you updated every month automatically for free. And if you're thinking about selling, reach out to me directly. My number's down below. Just shoot me a text. I'll walk you through the advanced digital marketing I use to get my clients' homes sold in today's real estate market. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.